Actually, we covered you a number of times
Yes,
already about
yes.
IPO, but we don't have video.
Oh, okay,
So
yes,
this
that's right.
time, almost the same thing. So first, please briefly tell the audience about MJQE
Yes,
and
okay.
then why the IPO.
My name is mainly Jay Quach. I'm a medical doctor, focused more in psychiatry. I'm also a public health practitioner, and at the same time, I'm an educationist. Right now, I am the founder, chairman, and CEO of the mainly Jay Quach Education that was established and founded in 2012. And I'm 54 going to 55, and I'm right now having my MJQE company going on IPO, and please support us. In addition to becoming a doctor, I'm also a public health practitioner, which means that I practice public health along with medicine. But because education is a sector that I'm very interested since the day I was born until now. I have always wanted to be a professor, the dean, and so on. So every time when I have free time, I always volunteer teaching from junior high up to high school. Then I become a teacher aide once I get up into college, and then I become the teacher aide in medical school, and then I become a professor after medical school. Then I come to Cambodia. That's the first job that is not in education, but in fellowship in integrated or management childhood illness. In the integrated management of childhood illness, it's called IMCI. And after that 1 year of volunteer as a medical fellow, I was recruited to become the founding dean of the College of Public Health. So back to education again. So after staying in Cambodia, I find that the health sector and educational sector need someone to join and to be part of this needed sector. So I opened a clinic, and at the same time I opened a school, a language center. But for some reason, education take over, and it's getting bigger and bigger, while my clinics are also growing, but it's not as demand because not too many people are sick in school because it's usually a young kid, but they have bruise and bleeding here and there, and cold and flu once in a while. But as the school grow to 15 campuses right now, we also have 11 student health centers that I still see patients every night, every evening, and also weekend, Saturday and Sunday. So every Saturday and Sunday, I have patients, and I'm sorry to tell my patient that I cannot see everyone. I have about 10,000 patients every week. This week I have 9,400 patients alone just this week. So I'm so sorry I cannot see you all, and I hope that you please accept my apology, and forgive me. And I hope that more doctors will do volunteer treatment, because all my services are free, including medication costs a lot. And mental illness take a lot of time to see, to spend, to consult, and also to advise and to listen to. So I hope that I can have enough fund maybe to start a medical center in psychiatry. So psychiatry medical center soon to help see the hundreds of thousands of patients in Cambodia that I believe almost 60% of our population are mentally sick in some way. We need to help them to bring them out of the darkness, out of this illness, because it's detrimental to the health and to the whole population. So as a medical doctor, focus more in psychiatry, and a public health practitioner, also as an educationist, I'm happy to share what I can share, and I'm happy to help what I can help. But please be aware that I'm very busy, so I ask for your apology. Please forgive me for that. And thank you so much for always listening to my interview and for supporting my interview and also supporting the school. Please, schools and health center or medical center, hospital are very important for our people. Please help supporting education, supporting healthcare. You can help us by supporting our IPO now that we are launching and in the process of taking subscription now. Please help subscribe, not only to help the schools and the healthcare, but also help our children learn the importance of going to IPO, the understanding of the stock market, understanding of public market and trading and share and IPO. Let our kids learn, be educated, be more well-rounded in order to catch up with our neighbor. These days, without understanding the coding, without understanding the ITC, without understanding the financial literacy, we will not be able to catch up in this world's demanding and challenging environment. So please help support our education and our healthcare sector by supporting our MJQE in this 1 month process that we are open for subscription. Thank you so much for your help, for your understanding, and for your continued support. Well, MJQE was formed later on after the schools and also after the language center established. Before we have the school, K to 12, which start later than the language center. Language centers established in January 21st, in January 21st, 2005. And then after a few months, in October, we start the school K-12 in October 10, I believe, 2005, the same day, the same year. And it grew drastically because of the way we operate based on the American model and modified into Cambodian standard. And it worked very well. And within 2 years, we have a total of over 7,000 students. And we could have got 10 times more students if we were to have enough funds to expand our infrastructure. But because of the lack of infrastructure and support lack of support from different organizations, we do organically. So we grow organically based on the earning and revenue here and there from the bank that we put land and building as a collateral. So basically, we incorporate the schools and language center into MJQ education in 2012 because we understand in order for us to go on IPO or register into a bigger company, we have to make sure that the company are incorporated as one whole company, pay one tax. Because of that, we start to organize all the schools that have different tax number, different name, different registration, fall under one group company, and we call it the mainly J-Quick Education PLC. So we established MJQE to incorporate the whole school and language center. And after that, in MJQE, we also start to include ICES under SOGO. ICES is a program that is established by the U.S. Embassy, and it's for sending students for exchange in the U.S. and also in Canada. And that program, it's only specifically for we call exchange student for under high school. But in order for it to be bigger, more broadly, we have to start a new company called SOGO, study overseas, go overseas. And ICES is one of the unit under it. So SOGO is also another educational company that brings students to overseas study, and that's under MJQE also. And in 2019 until 2022, we have COVID, And that is the time when digital ITC start to boom, and everyone was online, study online, so and so. And we believe that maybe it work if we do iLearn, which means that online teaching. So we established an online teaching project that is also incorporated into MJQ Education. So under the MJQ Education, there's 4 companies in there. And the MJQ Education was ready to be launched for public since 2012. But the demand is so high. So every time we earn and we get loan, we expand. Every time you expand, you know that every time any company expand, the EBITDA tend to go down. So we expand, it go down, expand, it go down. So we didn't have a chance to go on public, to go on IPO. But during COVID, due to the complete audit since 2016, and then during the audit, we have proper cash flow, we have proper governance, and all the basically management, typical corporate company style, and we are able to do cash flow and maintain the operation well. So during COVID, while most school going through the trouble and some school even go bankruptcy, we survive, but strongly survive. We generate more income, we bring in more students, and we were able to lease 20 more campuses, and at the same time we were able to take out dividend. So during hard time, with proper management, with proper governance, we were able to expand and make profits during the hard time. So we feel strong enough to launch IPO, and actually we plan to do it in 2019, but after COVID we delay. But right after COVID, we feel that we are even better than pre-COVID. So we decided to go right away, and we register our IPO in 2012 in December. And I think in about 1 month we got approved for the application process. So basically our IPO is the biggest one according to SEOC, and not only the biggest one, they have the largest audience and also have the best governance structure, and also the shortest time launching IPO. Most of the IPO so far is about 1 year, so we did it in about 3 months plus. So it is the shortest time application process, the largest and also the biggest, and have the best governance structure in place. So we were very proud to know that we are known for outstanding. So and hopefully that after the approval, we launched last month in 19th of April, and right now we are in the process of subscription, and hopefully there's many people will be involved in subscribing our IPO. And it should be, because it's very important for people to understand what is public, what is CSX, what is stock exchange, and what is going public mean. Why going public? What's the purpose? Why every country has stock market? Why our stock market is not working well? Why companies are still staying like regress and also small, while you could have expanded faster, bigger, and get more money from outside? And why not do it properly, pay proper tax so the government have more money for developing the country, and also for your own company to be able to grow and expand and get more lending from outside. There's so many opportunities, so many possibility and opportunity in expanding both the stock market, the country, and also our own company. Change it from SME to a proper company that can go on public, that people can buy. And I believe that we are one of the company that would be a good role model for stock market in Cambodia.
What is the plan for with the raise funds? you expand? What is your plan of spending this raise funds?
We're going on IPO because we believe that we need to expand, and we plan to expand it up to 180 campuses, including not just the school and the language center, but also going to university, going to health science university, going to allied health science university, and also technical school, trade school, vocational school, special needs schools, daycare, kindergarten, up to nursing home. So basically, we plan to expand up to that amount of schools to meet the need for Cambodia and our people. And in order to do that, we need to go on IPO raise fund. But right now, we could only raise about 5.88% of our total share, which come to about 19 million share in large share. And we hope to be the first one to go on IPO after the COVID, just to show people that Cambodia stock market is working. Also to show people that stock market not only working, but Cambodia is stable and the election will not affect anything. And we are actually at peace, and our economic are growing and is in the process of growing for better. So why do it now, right, when everyone is having trouble? For that purpose, to get more fund, to also show the world that Cambodia is at peace, and also to support our market. So right now, we are having some people who are interested in already acquire our fund, so our share. So what are we going to do with those shares and proceeds that we receive? Basically to expand more campus. And hopefully that we will have many people support, especially those who are in the government, in business. You know that you have to support. This is the first educational company to go on IPO for public, because we have to show the world that Cambodia love education. Cambodia love healthcare sector. Cambodia support children. And also Cambodia support stock market. Because every other country, they trade billions of dollars per day. We only trade about $500,000 per day. It's so small compared to our neighbor. So we have to move on, we have to support, we have to drum up. And if this IPO not successful, not going to make it that big, we do not help drum it up, it says a lot about our economy. It says a lot about our peaceful time. It says a lot about our stock market. And it says a lot about how people look at educational sector. So I hope that people will drum up, will support, because it has so many detrimental impact, perspective, negatively toward Cambodia if we don't support it. So I hope that the government, the public sector, the private sector, the parent would support it. And education is not only for what we need for developing the human resources, but also education is a very potential. Yeah, so I hope to get the proceeds to be able to expand the school throughout the country, that parents and everyone keep calling up to me, say, please expand here, please expand there. I will expand everywhere as long as you support us.
Okay. So actually sharp and to the point, why people should buy MJQE share?
MJQE is an education and health in there. And healthcare sector is still a little bit messy. Education is still a long way to go. There's two sectors that are in demand and saturated. We are in a land of frontier where education is the golden opportunity. You don't look at the dividend per year. You don't look at how much dividend you get. You look at the future. It is exponential growth. We do the $50 million cash flow submitted to the international fund donor that they have requested to do that for the past 1 year, and we're waiting for the result. And the $50 million cash projection plus our 10 million proceeds, a total of 60 million, from 8 million EBITDA going over to 30-something EBITDA. So imagine within from now until 2007, that's how drastic the EBITDA and how drastic the net profit from that 6 million up to 21 something million. You don't find any company making that much money in education. Does it mean that education is very profitable? No. Only if you are an educationist, meaning that you are in that field, you specialize in that, you know how to do it, and you do mass production but low fee. So if even it's very low, but if you are an expert in education as an educationist, you can do it and do it good for the people, for Cambodia.
For this
So
topic,
just to let you know that why you should buy it, because based on our cash flow that we have done for the past 18 years, every year we underestimate the cash flow. 30% we underestimate the EBITDA cash flow, always lower than 30%. So this EBITDA that we submit to the international fund is still about 30% lower. So you can see that from 8 million up to 31 EBITDA and 20 something million net profit, there's no way you can beat in any sector. So look at the long run, look at the future. That's only about 50 to 60 million for about 33 campuses. But imagine we need to do 180 more campus and school. And we have done that projection before. Within 10-year projection, the company become $1 billion company with over $100 billion net profit. So it is very exciting for me, and I hope that it is an eye-opening for the people who would be interested in stock market. And by the way, why you should buy stock market? I want to give a more sensible reason. We are a country that are still developing, but our people are not that developing in terms of understanding the economy, the stock market, the stock exchange, the public, the IPO. We don't know. Everyone rich based on the land acquisition, real estate. But those money you have, you spend recklessly on your children for expenses here and there, materialistic thing. Why don't you just register your kid and then ask them to invest 1,000, 10,000, 5,000? Let them explore that and learn what investment means. Because every country, they survive and the economy survive based on stock market, based on stock exchange, based on trading, not based on some of the scheme that they are having right now and they go bankruptcy. That is not called stock market. Stock market is a trading that is internationally recognized by the own government, by the community. So why not register and give your kid the key to learning, to understanding and exploring the knowledge, the idea, and the know-how of the stock market. So it's an easy way because no one will teach you in Cambodia. No one will teach you. The only way to learn is based on hand-on experience. If you buy 1,000, 10,000 or 5,000 stock market for your kid, each one of them, and let them invest, and then they will know, they will follow, they will understand, they will have interest, they will study in economy, they will study in business, international business. That's what every country in ASEAN region are doing, because that is very vital to the survival of the economy. Cambodia, just like in our region here, they're not only talking about coding, they not only talk about the ITC, they talk about the economy. And countries that have strong economy advance fast. If you're not catching up with the economy, trading, stock, and your country do not have that yet, don't count on development, because that is very essential, vital part to the growth and development of a country. And we need that for economy to grow, to be stable, and for FDI to come in.
Okay. So would like to get your last message, short and to the point message to the investor, potential investor.
Please invest. I almost guarantee you, if I say I guarantee you is legally binding, I almost guarantee you my life that this MJQ company, an education company that also involve health, is very essential, it's very vital, it's very important for you, your family, the country, for all of us. You should invest. You will never regret about it. It is once in a lifetime opportunity because this is the only education company in Cambodia and it is the best one. And if you invest, you will learn. You have money, but your kid might not have money. You know how to do business, but the second generation you see spend time not doing business. So you better tame them now, train them now, give them the time of their life to explore in stock market and know what is IPO, what is going to public mean, and what is EBITDA mean, what is PE time mean. Let them know, let them understand. Because right now, most of the people in Cambodia spoil their children with expense, materialistic, and recklessly without knowing the financial literacy. It is very important for our children to understand financial literacy. Because without financial literacy, you are doomed to die. Because in this world, we compete on understanding financial literacy and trading.
Okay. Thank you for this topic.
Thank you.